for joining us. If you have not done so already, please turn off your telephones. A strange announcement to start the morning, but I guess it's one of those days. If you have a bicycle that's chained to the handicap sign, please move it because they're going to cut it off and throw it away. Also, if a member has asked us to announce if your driver's license is about to expire, please check that date because it's a real bitch to get it reinstated. So now with all of that, as Robert says at every founders meeting, if you can hear my voice, please shh. A woman came home late from a girls' night out and quietly opened the door to her bedroom. From under the blanket, she saw 4 legs instead of 2, so she took a baseball bat from the closet and started hitting the blanket as hard as she could hit it. Then she went to the kitchen to have a drink, and there was her husband reading a magazine. He looked up and said, "Hi, darling, your parents came to visit, so I let them stay in our bed. Did you go say hello?" Not a good one, huh? Okay, we'll try better next time. So thank you for joining us. Who's here for the first time? Hands in the air. Miss Patty is not with us, so Blanca is going to do it.
I know, right? No, Patty, right? Everybody. Oh, I feel really bad now, but that's all right. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. Well, good morning. This is Denise. And Denise, you're originally from where?
Virgin Islands.
Ooh, Virgin Islands. We're international producing. I love it. I love it. I love this very, very handsome gentleman over here. His name is Edwin, and he is originally from
Boston, Massachusetts.
Boston, Massachusetts. I bet you he's a Boston fan, our oldest sport. And this over here is a very good friend of mine from a very, very, very long time ago. We played softball together. This is Jim, and yes, I played softball at one time. Jim, and you're originally from?
Originally from Philadelphia.
Right, Philly fan. And I know we have over here, we have someone else, and you are?
New York.
Rick from New York. All right, another Northeasterner. All right, I don't think, we might have a couple of virgins back here, but I know that table over there is full of virgins. All right, here we go. All right, we have another, a very handsome virgin over here too, and you are?
David. Dearborn, Michigan.
Dearborn, Michigan. All right. I think I did a little wait, but I'm going to try this anyway. We're okay over here. Everybody's. Are you? No, you're not a virgin. That's actually a real chain. That's nice.
Sorry.
All right, here we go. So we have a virgin over here. You are?
Shawn White.
Originally from?
New York City.
New York City. All right. This is my friend Daria from?
I'm Darla. I'm originally from Miramar, Florida.
Oh my goodness, a native. We have a unicorn in the room. And who else do we have? We have a
Behind you.
Right behind you.
How could I forget?
How can you forget?
He's my teammate. We have Albert here. Albert is our new facilities person. Stand up, Albert, so everybody knows who you are. So at the end of the meeting, be kind, please, so Albert doesn't have to do a lot. And pick up your trash. Damn it. Anyway, Albert, and he's originally from upstate New York. Welcome, Albert. Thank you, everybody. I think we're done, Bruce.
Got everybody? Thank you, Miss Blanca. So, next week, I remember last week I mentioned that it was National Advanced Directive Days. We're going to continue celebrating that because Stephanie Schneider, who is an elder law attorney, will be here to help prepare advanced directives. So if you're interested in having that done, come on, join us next Tuesday. Danny, let's see
Good morning, beautiful people. How are you guys doing today? Okay, well, I'm happy to be back. But first off, I just want to give a big round of applause to our very own Shawn, right here, who absolutely explained last week's session while I was out. I heard he handled National Horny Day and Anal Sex Day like a true professional. I mean, probably made everyone laugh, blush, and learn something new all at once. So thank you, Shawn, for keeping up this spice alive while I was out.
Big shoes to fill.
Now, as for me, yes, I was out last week and I missed it. And no, it wasn't because I was out celebrating National Horny Day in a 5-day marathon. I was actually dealing with a little thing called mental health. Yeah, the demons in my head decided to throw a rave, And I had to take the time to take a step back, breathe, and deal with it. And you know what? I'm not ashamed to talk about it and say it out loud. Because let's be real, talking about your mental health doesn't just keep you from snapping at the Starbucks barista, but it keeps your sex life spicy. When your head's in a good place, everything else usually follows, and that's your penance. You're more likely to say what you like, you're more likely to say what you don't want, and what drama you want to leave behind, like your ex, at the door. Remember, your brain is your biggest sex organ, so give it a little TLC before you start stimulating something else. Because if we're going to talk about STI Awareness Month and Stress Awareness Month, then we gotta get real about what it really means to take care of ourselves, all of ourselves. Our sexual health, our mental health, and yes, even our fashion health. Because let's not forget, April 24th is National Lingerie Day. Which is a perfect excuse to throw on something filthy, lazy, strappy, or barely there, no matter your gender or what's in on your drawers, no judgment. Because sometimes sexy self-care starts with what you wear underneath that I'm totally fine by. So we gotta be honest. But seriously, mental health really matters, especially in a world where our community is being targeted left and right. Prioritizing your peace is just not radical, it's essential. Talk to someone, journal, take a break, say no without a guilt, set boundaries like a boss, or even come to one of our holistic classes and show your mental health a little love. Because when your head is right, the rest tends to follow, including your libido. And that's why here at the Pride Center, we don't just say, take care of yourself, we actually help you do it and provide you with actual tools to get there and support your well-being. So this Thursday, April 25th, we have Moved with Pride at 6 p.m. With a chance to sweat your stress away. And gentle yoga at 6:30 p.m. To stretch your body and calm your mind. Think of it as a workout for your sanity, minus the judgment, and with a whole lot of weird joy. And if what you need is a listening ear instead of downward dog, we've got you there too. We offer counseling sessions to help you unpack, unload, and reconnect with yourself, because sometimes mental foreplay is the most important kind for me. And while you're there, let me slide in a little reminder, it is still STI Awareness Month, so if it has been a minute since you tested last, come see us today for a free HIV test. We're also doing full STI panels and PrEP referrals if you're eligible. So no shame, no judgment, just support and care, because knowing your status is not just hot, it's responsible and sexy as hell. So whether you're rocking lace under your sweat, dealing with a brain on overload, or wondering if that itch is just allergies, we've got you. Let's keep laughing, learning, and loving ourselves and each other, please. Thank you all, and remember, have fun with sex, make it your own, but please do it as safely as possible so you can do it for longer. Thank you.
Thank you, Danny. Miss Betty from the Bronx is not with us this morning. From AARP, we do have Don.
I was just told I don't look like Betty. I'm sorry. I'm going to start off with a fact. In 2024, $33 million were saved by members of the AARP using our little guidebook. $33 million. Should you want to join, call 1-888-OUR-AARP. In fact, use that number for anything you want to know. They'll triage that call and get you an answer. And as of yesterday, membership is 25% off. It's usually $20, now it's $15. So for $1.25 a month, you can be a member of AARP. I want to tell you about 2 upcoming events, because Betty doesn't allow me to be up here very often. So I'll start with these events. They're going to be held at the Museum of Discovery and Science down at 401 Southwest 2nd Avenue. If you've never been there, you need to go there. These are free events. The first one is on Saturday the 31st, the last Saturday in May, and it's the Eye of the Storm program. So it's tabling. In fact, they'll have as many tables as right here in the room, if not more. And all these different vendors will be there handing out materials, just like our health program here in October. So please go if you want. It's free. It's for like 8 hours and starts at 10 o'clock to 5, I believe. The second one is the last Saturday in June, and it's the Pride celebration. And if you've never been to that mod on this Pride celebration, the whole community comes out. These are families that come. I wear my gay AARP shirt. It is a fantastic time where there's performers, actors, and celebrities, and our local, local community leaders come, and they usually do a proclamation or something, okay? So the last 2 Saturdays, last Saturday of May and the last Saturday of June. The other thing I want to mention is if you are a member, you get this bulletin, and it comes out every 2 months. It is jam-packed. So for the members here, tell the people at your table, this is fact. Every square inch is used. I'm telling you, there's a lot in one of these that come out. As I mentioned before, there's this little book for all the benefits of being a member. It is 41 pages long of all the benefits. And if you look at one page, there's got to be like 20 or 30 benefits on these pages. So please remember, call that number and you can get a copy of this. Last I want to talk about is a book, one of about 30 I have at home. And this is called Prepare to Care. As we're looking at hospice over here, this book is for the caretaker or for yourself. So if you know you have just been diagnosed with a chronic condition, you may want to use this because in the back of the book, it provides you all kinds of resources, websites to go to. And it also goes into all areas. So it's finance, medical, medication, whatever. And they have checklists. I love checklists. So if you want to go to any area, it'll remind you what you should be doing at this time as you plan for your future. If you're a caretaker, this is a wonderful resource as well because it's going to help you with all the many areas that you have to cover, which I just mentioned. And it will provide you telephone numbers, websites, and again, call AARP because we're here to help you. It's for any age, but we concentrate on people over 50. Thanks.
Thanks, John. From Censor, we have Miss Lisa.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning. All right, so I have quite a few upcoming events for Sunsurf that I just want to put out there. The first is on the 28th of April, which is Monday, is our client advocacy meeting. So if you have any thoughts of how we can do our services better, that's the group for you. So you can come to that. We also have Vibrant Lives. It's a self-defense and gun safety series for women and trans folks. I put one flyer on most of the tables. So the first class is May 1st. And if you need more information, I'll be sitting in the back after this is done. We have upcoming save the date type schedule, the Art of Aging. So we have paired up with the Broward Art Guild for some art classes. That starts in July. I also put these on the table. Excuse me. And last but not least, next Thursday, we're talking about directives and this is a kind of a lighter version of that. We all know we all need a will and our healthcare surrogate and all those legal documents that we need to take care of. So this is for the rest of this stuff. And so the workshop is called So I Kinda Died. And it's basic. It was the PG version of the book that I bought my kids. Let me just say that. So, but basically it's a workshop. What we're going to do is, everybody, again, we all know we have to have a will and we have to have our estate taken care of. But how many people do you know who's going to have to come in and take care of your affairs, knows all of your accounts, knows all your credit cards, knows all your subscriptions, how to access them? A lawyer friend of mine who does estate planning, she tells the story how her father fell ill and couldn't speak. And they were trying to figure out how to pay the water bill and all those things. And they couldn't get into his phone. It was all on his phone. And they were holding it over his face, hoping that he had face recognition because they didn't have his password. So hopefully this is to prevent your loved ones from going, or not so loved ones. I'm not quite sure who's going to be taking care of your affairs when you're done. So, but anyway, if you need more information, come see me. And Silver Serve is not this Friday, not next Friday, the Friday after, second Friday. And as far as I know, we are still at what used to be Island City Preserve Park. It's now Stafford Nature something or other. So we'll see you there.
Thank you, Lisa. Our neighbor to the south is Cindy Brown.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Cindy Brown from Miami, Jewish Community Services Lambda Living Program. And I have flyers on the table. I'm going to be really quick this morning because I know it's getting long. I put two pieces of paper. They're two-sided. So one, of course, the gay men's group, every other Wednesday, not every other, the first and third Wednesdays of the month. On side two of that is our online program. We have lots and lots of activities happening online, everything from exercise to finance to caregiving and even cooking classes and some gardening workshops. And we are still have our case management program for LGBT seniors, which is the flip side of the LGBT Elder Awareness Day Conference, which will be in Miami, in North Miami, at Scott Rakow Community Center on Friday, May the 16th from 11 to 3:30. So if any of you are so inclined to come down to North Miami to join us for the conference, there is a flyer on your table. There is a QR code on the conference flyer and on the online program flyer, so you can just snap the QR codes here and either sign up for our online program or snap this one and register for the conference. I will be here after the program, right up here. If you have any questions, please come and see me. And Herb Tapper, I know you're here, and I have a bad email for you, so come see me as well. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you to Cindy. So that's our neighbor to the south. Our neighbor next door is Pomerello's, Miss Kendra.
Wow. Attitude check? Attitude check?
Yeah, what?
Good morning, welcome. My name is Kendra. Most people know me as First Lady Kendra. I'm your peer specialist from Harvard, and I want to talk to you today about our two groups that we have. We have a men's support group that meets every third Wednesday of the month, and we also have our women's group that meets every third Monday of the month. We have food, refreshments, and you get a chance to win a $25 gift card from Parrello Center. And also, we have some new services at Parrello. We have case management, medical, non-medical, and we have peer services, as in me, First Lady. I help you get home health care, any of those type of things that you need, come see me, all right? And I have my card right here. And also, we have, like I said, we have a food bank for critically ill and those who are on the Shawn White service program. If you need your Shawn White recertified, please come see me and I can get you scheduled. All right? This is your First Lady Kendra. And remember, this is where it's at.
Thank you, First Lady. Before she sings away for the season with Finger Lakes, Miss Hillary.
Not leaving to the Finger Lakes till July. Got me for a few more months. Bruce is originally from the Finger Lakes, and that's why I'm the daughter he thanks God I know he never had. And of course, I'm still Shawn White's sister from another mister. So just like last week, I announced that tomorrow night is Yom HaShoah, Holocaust Remembrance Day at Temple Sinai in Hollywood. Our theme this year is education or indoctrination, a trope we've heard around Florida. Has anybody here seen The Sound of Music? The movie The Sound of Music? Remember when Rolf is singing the love to the Elvis Von Trapp daughter, and then later in the movie he blows a whistle and rats them out for leaving? So that's what this film we're going to see in the program tomorrow night is about. It is these 17-year-old secretaries of the Nazi regime that are working in the camps. And yes, there is a resort in the hillside of Auschwitz. And while these people are frolicking at the resort, people are being gassed and burned below. So what did they know and when did they know it? Let's find out tomorrow evening. Performances by the Gay Men's Chorus. This will be their 8th year singing at this program. We have a candle lighting memorializing the millions that were murdered during the Holocaust. It is free. It is open to the public. Doors open at 6:15. Please join us.
Thank you, Miss Hillary. We have our special events coordinator, Eddie.
Good morning, everyone. So we've got a ton of events coming your way. This Saturday we have the final Jammin' at the Center of the season. It is Eddie Balzola and Oriente. So if you guys want to join us, it's $25 and that gets you 2 drinks and free party. And then we just announced yesterday our brand new Binglo. This time it's Disco Edition. And it'll be on May 10th. So come and join us and help us raise some funds through that. But unfortunately, Diane is not here today, so she has asked me to talk about a couple events from Wilton Women's Week, which is coming up. The first one will be this Saturday, which is the opening night dance party at Hunter's Nightclub from 6 to 9 p.m. Everyone is welcome to join that one, but Diane wanted me to specify today on the free events happening throughout Wilton Women's Week. This Friday night, we have the Wilton Women's Week Women's Art Celebration right here at the Pride Center. This is a free event. If you want any information about this, Helena Shaw is right there. You can talk to her or you can talk to me, and we'll try to answer those questions as best as we can. Saturday, April 26th at 8 a.m., there is the Wilton Women's Week Walk Run here at the Pride Center. Saturday, April 26th at 9 p.m., so that same night, is the Wind Down Party at Art Frenzy Gallery. So you can hit that up after you hit the Wilton Women's Week opening night dance party. Tuesday, April 29th at 3 p.m., we have Sapphic Feminist Readings at Aunt Jen's Tea and Spice on Wilton Drive. Tuesday, April 29th at 9 p.m., we have Country Disco Line Dancing right here at the Pride Center. And then finally, on April 30th at 6 p.m., we have the Women's Marketplace taking place here at the Pride Center. There are tons of vendors coming and tons of organizations that you want to learn more about. So as you can tell, Diane has been busy. So if you need any more information on any of the Wilton Women's Week events, you can find them on the Wilton Women's Week website, or you can just ask one of us. Have a good day.
Thank you, Eliu. Our Director of Development, Miss Rebecca.
Hiya! Happy Tuesday. So I'm your broken record for this week, so I have my two usual reminders. But, question, and I've asked this a couple of times, but how many in this room receive our e-newsletter? Hands up. Hiya, come on. Hands up if you don't, if you don't receive our e-newsletter, which is all the rest is about, right? So, question, is it because it's email? Would you rather have a printed newsletter? Would you rather receive it by text? Because all of this information that's given out by Pride Center staff can be found in our newsletters. And it's just a really easy way to get a snapshot. So you don't have to make notes, although make notes, because I have to make notes, because my memory is not great. But you don't have to memorize any of it. So I might put out a survey, because I'm curious, because I'd love for all of you to be able to receive all of this information, because it's excellent information, and oftentimes we have information about our community partnership too, so that's my little PSA about the e-newsletter. And to sign up, you can always go to our website at pridecenterflorida.org, and you will find the sign up for newsletter at the bottom of our page. Simple as putting in your email address. All right, so broken record. If you'd like to be walked all over, what can you do?
Buy a tire.
Oh my gosh, this is so good. This is so good. Yeah, so I would love to be able to walk all over you. So with this crew here. So, and you can pick your spot. So for $100, you can get a brick with whatever you want on it. Obviously, there are character limitations. And you can always buy an absolutely gorgeous sculpture for $20,000. So anyone that managed to get any money back from taxes or needs a tax break, we are here to help you do that through a $20,000 sculpture, which is gorgeous, and I won't walk all over it at all. And finally, membership, starting at $30 a year, helps float programs just like this. I had one member sign up already this morning, so you can go to our website, you can talk to me, you can talk to any staff member about being a member of the Pride Center, because we'd love to have you carry around that I am Pride card. And that's all I got for you this Tuesday. Have a good day.
Thank you, but you got two. It is time for our CEO, Mr. Robert.
My goodness, we are a little filled with piss and vinegar this morning. That was a little strong there. So how y'all doing today? Good. So today, well, first, let me comment on Danny's comment. Danny, I'm a little confused. National Lingerie Day?
Lingerie, yeah.
I do that every Saturday night.
That I want to see.
Anyway, today is National Neck Care Day, or for those of us, it's National Necks Care Day. I swear to God, before I go in the urn, there's going to be only one. That's my goal. So, did you know that only less than 1/3 of people use care products on their necks? So, to get rid of that creepy. That's why when I take pictures, I'm always like looking like a turkey like this. So, also on this day in gay history, who was born today? John Waters. Isn't that amazing? So yes, pink flamingos, polyester, divine. He is just an icon in our community. And you know, when I was reading this, I had no idea. Will Geer. Will Geer. He was grandpa from the Wiltons. Turns out he was very much an advocate for the LGBT community, the gay rights. It doesn't quite say that he was gay. I'm just going to read into it.
I heard both Grandma and Grandpa were gay.
Grandma and Grandpa were both gay.
That's what I heard.
You heard it here. Hi, Facebook. You heard it here first. But he also organized for migrant farm workers back in the 1940s. So he has always been an advocate throughout his entire life. Today is also National Earth Day. So That's where we are to talk about climate change, air pollution, water pollution, erosion, composting, efficient cars, rainforests, and ecosystems. So let's all take a little look at Project 2025. Remember, I passed this out. So if you need more of these to scan to check out where they are. So let's look at Project 2025 in regards to the Earth and our environment. So far, 57% of their objectives, of the objectives in Project 2025 have been completed. So rolling back the goal of haze reduction, because why would we want to see any clearer? Downsizing the department by terminating newest hires and locating career employees elsewhere, eliminating the Office of Environmental Justice, undermining California waiver reduction, pollution from vehicles, the Environmental Protection Agency. That seems like taking good care of the earth. And yet, they also want to eliminate the Office of Public Engagement and Environmental Education, the Office of Children's Health Protection, eliminate the use of Title 42 hiring authority, repeal Global Change Research Act of 1990, and remove the greenhouse gas reporting program, because we don't want to know how that's progressing on. Seems like we're taking very good care of the earth. And then, on other activities, on the Department of Interior, in regards to taking care of our world, they have lifted the coal leasing moratorium by reinstating it, because coal is clean energy now. They're reinstating the Migratory Bird Treaty Act, so companies will not be punished for killing birds.
J.D. Vance.
I'm just clearing my throat, have a little hairball here. Rolling back executive orders that prioritize addressing climate change. Let's see. Vacating the 30% of U.S. land and water by 2030. Rules regarding predatory control and bear baiting. And the list goes on and on. So if you are not familiar with Project 2025 and all of the objectives, all you have to do is scan this QR code. It takes you to all of the objectives, and they continue to meet more and more of their objectives that they said they would. So we, the people, need to be aware, educated, and if you need to scan the QR codes to know who to call for the state of Florida's rep or senators, come see me. I have plenty of these for you to take or scan and get started. And then again, be educated, know what's going on, so we know what to talk about, what to protect, and what's impacting us. Alrighty? All right. Thank you so kindly. Have a good week.
Thank you, Robert. Our sponsor today has been with our expo for well over a decade. Trustbridge. Connie, come tell us what's going on, please.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Yeah, how's everybody doing now? I know the announcements are not always so happy, but I love to be here. Again, my name is Connie, for those who don't know me yet. And I've been working with Trustbridge, which is a hospice care provider. And I know the word hospice is always scary, but I don't think it's as scary as the administration that we're having now, for what I heard, right? So we are a hospice care provider that we are the locals. We only cover Palm Beach and Broward County, and we have been in the business for 49 years, almost 50 now. So we used to be Hospice by the Sea and Hospice of Palm Beach County. They merged 15 years ago and became Trustbridge. And as of today, we are serving 1,985 families and members and patients in the 2 counties so far. So we're very proud of that because we're a nonprofit organization and we have a very nice foundation that help us to provide services to everyone, not only the ones that have Medicare, not only the ones that carry an insurance, because this is not only for elderly people, this is for anyone that needs it, right? And we even help homeless, on the streets. We help everybody. The foundation, the great foundation that we have, makes that possible for us. And it's so nice, to be able to help. And one of the things that, that this job in the past 6 years taught me is to appreciate life all the way. I guess, and I feel so happy, to be together with people like you guys that have all these nice energies, because we can only live once. And you know what? Nobody can live for us. We have to do it ourselves. So that's the great mission that we have, so we should enjoy every day and every minute because everything counts, right? So right now, I'm so proud to, introduce you to one of our nice volunteers that's been with us for over 2 years, Brent, and he's going to share with you some of his experiences, as a volunteer with us. He's also part of the SAGE program, so I think you probably know him, some of you know him already, okay? If you have any questions about our services, it's better to learn it when you're so far away from it than when you're getting closer. So it's easier to take it away, and we also always know someone that might need, our assistance. Let me tell you, when the time comes, it is a great service. Okay? Have a great day, and keep enjoying life.
Good morning, everyone. How are you? So I was asked to come and talk about Trust Bridge volunteer services today. The truth of the matter is, I hope you never need them. I know when I go, I'd like to go in my home at night unexpectedly. And maybe if I have a smile on my face and my eyes roll back in my head, that would be better. I don't think that's going to happen. Statistically speaking, it doesn't work that way. I've been volunteering for 2 years. This is a wonderful experience. What I'm here for today is really talk to you about our need for volunteers and why you may consider it. So very quickly, when you volunteer with Trust Bridge, there's a process, there's a vetting process, and you learn about who they are and what they do. Then there's training, there's initial training, and you learn the ins and the outs of being a hospice volunteer for Trust Bridge. And when you're ready, then you can go out into the community to one of their facilities or a non-Trust Bridge facility, which they are contracted for, and volunteer. I like to do home visits. It is very intimate. It's a great experience. You can even volunteer in their gift shop. There are a lot of opportunities, and they go with you once you finish the training. They're committed to their volunteers. They provide a lot of additional training. I've had pediatric hospice training, which it's a different ball of wax, and I can't even wrap my hands around it, to be honest. We have a new program, the Ambassador Program, where we can go out to facilities that are not Trust Bridge that we are contracted with and visit multiple patients during our volunteer time. I call it the candy striper of volunteering. And I wear a nice little outfit. It's kind of cute and short, a zipper in the front. They also partnered with INELDA, and that is the International Association of End-of-Life Death Doulas. I know this is a hot topic today, right? And I don't know if you all know what a death doula is. Doulas generally are associated with midwives. Right. And end-of-life death doula, I just say it's a midwife on the back end. But a group of us went to training. I have to simplify things. I'm not that sharp. And basically, it's a group of us went through training. It was about 5 weeks, a couple hours a week, and we were certified in the end as end-of-life death doulas. What it really does, and what this is about, is Trust Bridge investing in their volunteers, making us better at what we do, and enjoying it more. And that's it. So why would you want to volunteer with Trust Bridge? I get to my notes here. This is not for everyone. And I will say, when I first started, my first few patients, I used to take a patient, I'm with them until the end. It was hard for me to find my lane. This is really a joyous experience. I will tell you, research has shown that for individuals over the age of 65 that are not working, volunteering is wonderful for your mental health. We were talking about mental health earlier. And I don't trust Bridge appreciates this. I call it like the Prozac of volunteering. They're great. This is an honor to work with these patients. It is really joyous. It's ironic as it sounds. They're incredible stories that you hear. These people are at the hardest moments of their life. Their families are there. And the egos aren't there, agendas aren't there. It's stunningly beautiful. It's stunningly raw. It's intimate. I journal these stories always after I visit my clients. I have cried many days on the way home, not from how sad it is. It's just, it brings out the very best in people, the kindness. There's such deep love there. This is why you may consider volunteering. We're looking for 3 to 4 hours a week. That's it. If you have 3 to 4 hours a week, you want to do some volunteer work, you're going to get something out of it. This is a good thing. So thank you very much. That's it.
Thank you, Brent. And the person trustees will stay here to answer any questions you got when we wrap up. Speaking of wrapping up, Miss Blanca.
All right, so I know this is your favorite part of the whole thing. No, it's not. Thank you so much, Trustee. You guys definitely have been around for a really, really long time. And don't tell anybody Facebook. They're one of my favorite organizations that comes here. Shh, don't tell anyone. Anyway, today our total is 293. Wow. So my little accountant, what's your number? 140 something. Yeah, 147 to be exact. Okay, so here we go.
I invited you today, so I got it before. I told Betty she wanted. She missed me when I was here. She never went.
All right, so here we go. Ready? 1049 3330. Wow, that's a pretty number. Ending in 1049 3330. All right, here we go.
Thank you all for joining us. Please turn your phones back on, pick up your garbage. Have a wonderful, safe week, and we will see you next Tuesday.